What is up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel. I got something pretty awesome I want to show you guys. I talked about it before and I think I'm ready to show it to you guys. So I think it's really cool. I hope you guys like it. Let's get So guys, welcome to the channel. If you guys have not seen my stuff, please go down, like and subscribe and check it out. But today we got something pretty cool that just came in today. I'm super excited about it and I told you guys about it. My couplers came in. My aluminum couplers came in for my Cadillac. I talked about it before in my previous video years ago, and now we're rebringing it back because we're going to try to get this in the white one. So let's go to the table and I'm gonna show you guys what we got. All right, guys, in this box, it finally came today. Our couplers, our aluminum urethane bushing couplers. I ordered these from a pretty cool place, and I'll tell you guys about it in a minute, and I'll tell you how cheap they were. So this is pretty cool. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be something I've been wanting to do for the longest time. Let's get this going. Ho, ho, ho. Look at these. These are our aluminum polyurethane bushing couplers. I ordered these off of eBay for a really cool price, really cheap price, cheaper than going to RevShift, because RevShift doesn't make couplers for the Cadillac, or at least my car. They make them for, BMWs, some Cadillacs, GTOs, Pontiac GTOs, and make them for GTOs, and that's about it. The only thing they sell from RevShift that's for a Cadillac that I know is if maybe some transmission bushings or maybe some bushings for the for tie rod ends, or whatever, and then they sell the differential bushings, which we will be installing on the car soon with this. These are aluminum couplers. They have the little metal shims. They're really cool, really good design, really good quality, and it's not bad for the price. Got them right here. Boom, look at that. Beautiful 100% aluminum all the way through. Very lightweight. Then it's got these polyurethane bushings. I want to say these are 85, which is not too bad, because the urethane bushings that's going on differential is 95. So they're a little thicker, but these got a little bit of squishy. You can't hardly squeeze them, but they have a little bit more squishy give than the 95. 95s are like racing. I think the 85s are like OEM, but a little bit better, because you can get the rear diffs. These right here. These are my RevShift differential bushings I'm going to be installing. So this is a 95A and this is an 85A. So this is a little bit harder. I can't even flex this. I can flex this just a little bit. So they're a little softer. They're kind of like they're like OEM, but a little bit better. But these are so super awesome. I am super stoked to get these in. So, because this is the STS rubber coupler. As you see, rubber all the way around, these metal inserts in place to keep it kind of flex. These work. There's nothing wrong with this. This is nice dense rubber that has a little bit of flex to it. But these will also do the same. These will do the same thing, but they're flexing. Instead of flexing around here, they'll be flexing around here. So and as you can see, there's a little bit of cracking. They're known to do that because of the flexing. Over time, they'll start getting cracks around here because of the flexing more of them. And you can see there's like a big one right there that's completely ripped. But these won't do that. This thing is super solid aluminum, and it'll only flex here. And I think you can replace these if you can go online and just find some 85A urethane bushings, and then you maybe get the sizes and stuff, then it'll actually work out. But as you see there, it's really awesome design, and they fit. See? Oh, you gotta line them up a little bit, but once you line them up, see the hole? Perfectly. See all these holes? Perfect. And you'll never guess what these couplers come off of. Okay guys, so we're going to talk about how do I know these are going to fit this? Well, if you look at my video years ago when I first started, way down there, I did a lot of research on these two, trying to get them fit. This coupler comes off of a, you wouldn't guess it, a Toyota Supra. This goes on a Toyota Supra. The dimensions and everything fit this coupler on an STS. I did a lot of research, a lot of time, a lot of digging, a lot of searching. I even went to the fact of going to an auto parts store and having someone order these just so I could take measurements. Didn't want to buy them, just needed them to take measurements because no one had them. I couldn't, no one in the store just had them sitting on the shelf. The only way for me to get it was to have someone order it and then just not buy them. So a local auto parts store had no problem order them for me just so I could take measurements, and they put them on the shelf. Big whoop, But doing that, I got the dimensions for the for the inserts for the stud, the bolts, and then the center. So I wrote all that information down and then went online to look at the measurements. So from end to end, from corner, so like the width is 105 millimeters, and then from the top, I think it's like 96 millimeters, and then the actual size of the bolt hole is 12 millimeters. So going off of that, and then researching, this on forums and online and descriptions, I got close, but then when I actually got it in my hand and measurement, it was a little bit more better of a understanding of how is it going to fit. And then I figured out it did. The only thing I did was I reamed the hole out on this one, on the old ones. That was the only thing wrong that I did. So really, honestly, out of the box, this is ready to bolt on. So we're definitely going to be installing this soon with the differentials. So just stay tuned. I really appreciate it. But I don't think anybody's doing this. This is something different, something new. I think the reason why I like doing this is because just like with the differential and why I went to a rev shift is that's almost a lifetime warranty bushing. Now they don't say that, and I understand it can be destroyed, but think about putting that in your car and you're not beating it. Maybe it's your everyday daily or something that's a really time tasking job to replace that. Imagine putting something like that in there and it would be in there the life of the car. You would never have to replace it for the life of the car unless you're doing something crazy with the car. But if you're just driving a car, maybe getting on it a little bit, or just driving it like normal and having a little bit of fun with it, but nothing crazy, that bushing is going to last the life of the car. And then this is the same kind of concept. So if you got this would actually last the life of the car, I would believe, because it's aluminum with polyurethane bushings, just like the rear differential. Except for it being aluminum. It's polyurethane, dense polyurethane. That's going to go for miles and miles, and I believe this will be the same. So we really hadn't had this on the car, because like I said, when we had it on the last one, it was so off balance it didn't work. It just shuddered the drive shaft, something crazy. So with them perfectly balanced, no messing around with it, just unbolt them and put them in, I'm hoping that this will work. This is all trial and error. I have no guarantee that, it's not gonna, I don't know if it's gonna do any better in performance, but maybe endurance and strength, maybe it'll go better than this. I would think it would be better than this because this is aluminum polyurethane, but this is just a really hard, dense rubber. So I'm looking forward to trying to test this out. Good experiment. And I hope that you guys continue to follow. Give me a like down. Let me know that you're super excited to see this, because if this works, this might actually be good for your STS. Who knows? Maybe you want something a little bit more better performance. Get one of these. Sometimes they sell solid couplers with no bushings. It's all one big piece of aluminum with the holes for the bolts, and bam, that's it. I've seen those. They have them for the Corvette, but they don't have them for my car. But I have seen solid couplers. Those are a little bit much. You want a little flex. And take up a little bit of the dampenage. So I think this will be a lot more better, because I always wanted to get some 95 bushings for this, but I feel like with the flexing, you want a little flex with the drive shaft. You don't want it to be completely solid. So this has a little bit of give, just like this. It's super dense and strong, but it has a little bit of give. Same thing with this. It's not going to be like solid, like a 95, or completely solid like aluminum 100%. So this will give a little bit of flex, but still be super strong. So I believe these will work, and I'm super excited to put them in. So I hope that you guys will be super excited to wait and see how these are going to work, because we are getting to them soon. We hopefully get them before wintertime gets here, because it'll be super cold trying to do it. So maybe do it when it gets kind of that fallish kind of time. That's why I'm thinking about trying to do this, is around fall, where it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just that transformation change from it being a little warm to being a little cooler. And then I feel like it'd be the perfect time to do this, because you're not going to sweat, you're not going to freeze as well. And then we can get it before it gets to being snowing time, and then we'll be done. So we might even hit the button early and start on it early. I do have some other stuff to do on the car. So I'm super excited to show you guys that. There's still the shocks and struts I got to do on the car. I've already done the brakes. I've already done the rotors. I may have to rechange the front caliper. I have noticed some discrepancies with the front left that the right's not doing, because the right one's brand new. I put a brand new one on because it was leaking. So I'm wondering if I may need to change the front driver's side caliper with a brand new one. But we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. I do have, I didn't tell you guys this. I bought a new shift light lever, for your left and right turns, because mine is throwing high beam hits at people when I'm driving at nighttime. So my car, it's a short. I did some research on it. It's a short. The shifter column that has your clickers for the left and right clicker, when I click it to the right, I'm high beaming people. Like, sometimes I'll high beam people, sometimes it won't. But most of the time, usually at nighttime, if I'm driving and I want to turn a right-hand turn, or even on the highway or road, when I hit the clicker, I'm high beaming people. So, lost my train of thought. So I'm high beaming people. I got the shifter, the column, clicker. So I need to replace that, and that's actually quite easy. I watched the forum on that, and that's actually pretty cool. So if you guys are having issues on that, let me know in a comment, because I'm gonna do a video on that soon. Because that's definitely annoying, and I'm high beaming people, and I don't want someone to get mad at me for high beaming them. So I've been figuring out a way of doing it. Just hold it and then lift up. Sometimes that works. But sometimes it's the short starting to realize that, and even though I do that, it'll still high beam people. So it's just getting annoying, and I don't like high beaming people if I don't have to. So that's the thing I got to do as well. And then a few more things. I'm actually going to be installing this. I had this in my silver Cadillac. This is the oil separator. So in my silver one, basically the oil was coming from the crankcase pressure, or the crankcase relief valve coming out of the valve cover that goes into the motor. Well, what it's doing is it's taking oil, sucking it up, and spitting it into the motor. So it's just supposed to take the crankcase ventilation, like the pressure of the oil, like the oil vapor, not the actual oil fluid. So it's taking the oil fluid and taking it and dumping it right into my intake. And then I took it off, and it's completely caked in with oil because of that. Well, the V8 one's not doing that. At least I don't think it is. It's not seeming to go past the throttle body. It's like puddling up right in front of it. So it's definitely coming out of the crankcase pressure, but it's coming out of it on the passenger side. So the passenger side comes out, goes into the intake tube with the idler air control valve, and then goes right into the throttle body. Well, it's pulling up right there because it's not really going in completely, because it's got to get over all those humps, and then it finally gets there. So it puddles up right in front of the throttle body, and I have to end up cleaning that. So I'm going to reinstall this It's not a big volume because it's not really a whole lot of room in that V8 to do this. So I'm just going to use this to catch that oil going into the front of the throttle body, and then that way it'll just be air, like exhaust or oil vapor instead of liquid going into my throttle body. So hopefully that'll make it run a little better, take up some of that oil, and because you can take the oil, dump it right back into the thing if you want, because it's just oil. It's nothing special. It's just separating it from the vapor of the air oil and the actual liquid. So we're going to be reinstalling this in another video. Just gotta I'm gonna finally do some time with it and try to get that all squared away for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm super excited, and I am going to be getting back on this bad boy. I know I did this in the last video talking about it, but this thing's ready to ride, and I really would like to ride it and show you guys what I've done so far with it. I know it's not the super popular one, but if you guys want to see this, let me know. Let me know if you like the scooter thing. There's not really too much there to do. There is a few more things that I would like to do, and I can discuss that in the video, what I plan on doing on it to make it 100% mint, and then it'll be completely done. Because there's still like maybe it's about like, I say 95% done of what I want to do with it. The other 5% is just two or three more items, maybe even 4, that I want to do before to make it nice and perfect the way I like it. And then we can just enjoy the bike, which we already enjoying the bike. I've ridden it a few times and it runs perfect. I just figured it out, and I would love to show that to you guys of how I figured it out and got it nice and dialed in. I did have some scooter followers helping me out, which I do appreciate. All the scooter people helping me do that. Thank you for that. And then I figured out some of the other issues just by watching everybody else. Finally got it dialed in perfectly. Now I know how to dial in a carburetor. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you that. I thought it was really cool. You guys really liked it in the shorts, and I just wanted to show you guys completely what this is. And if you guys want it on your vehicle, let me know. I can always send you the link or put the link in the description, and you guys can, test it and try it yourself. This is something different. It's new. No one's doing this. I have not seen anybody on the forums putting in aluminum couplers on Cadillac STS. So this is a first. So you guys check it out. Let me know what you think. But with all being said, thank you very much. You guys have a good and blessed day. We'll see you guys on the next fix. Peace.